Well. I know. Some of you are so disappointed there was no session today. You probably ran from work and checked and saw Dololo. What's going on? What happened? I know that there's also some of you who woke up in the morning and did your exercises, and were ready to become keyboard warriors inside Parati, the comment section over there on the SABC, because the fight is on. Team State versus Team Defense, so you needed to put in the exercise to survive. But yesterday, when court ended, Absolom ZUNGU was like, what? Whoa. What do you mean we're ending? I still have a lot to say. And Nisi tells him, don't worry, okay? Don't worry, we are going there. We are not there now, but we are going there. And because Nisi is still reading, okay? Struggling, but reading. Brigadier Bongani Nicholas Kininda's statement. No, it's not his statement. The statement that Brigadier Nicholas Kininda wrote from Absolom ZUNGU, who gave his statement in English, ladies and gentlemen. And that was said under oath by the Brigadier Bongani Nicholas Kininda, who, by the way, is a commissioned officer. So he doesn't need anybody else to come and check his work. He is himself the commissioned officer. And as my Lord has said several times, he's an officer of the court. The court holds him in high regard. Can I remind you what date of the week that statement was taken? Sunday. Yes, Sunday the 17th of November, 2019. My Lord, Tumuzi Sivia said, do you honestly think Kininda would leave his family on a weekend? Well, here's the evidence, my Lord. But let me let you listen to what happened yesterday with Ubaba Zwane. I thought that was a moment that we need to watch again. And then we will talk about today o'clock. Here goes.
If the court permits, we'll then proceed tomorrow.
Sizoqhubeka kusasa-ke uma ngabe inkantolo isivumela isikhathi manje sesifikile ukuthi singabe saqhubeka-ke sizobuya kusasa.
Ya bese niyanginikela ukuthi ngikwazi ukukhuluma ngendaba ngoba nikhuluma ngalokho nje bese niyanginika isikhathi sokuthi isithuba sokuthi ngikhulumeke ngalokho.
Yes. As you are referring to this, allow me the time to also refer to this.
Yes, no, don't worry. Don't worry. Definitely that is going to happen. I said to you, South Africa is a free country and the court is the freest place that you can ever be. Thank you, my Lord. Now I request for an adjournment up until tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow, 10 o'clock.
And then tomorrow, 10 o'clock came and court didn't start. We've seen the SENZO MEYIWA trial, we're used to that. In Madlanga Commission, that would be a cause of concern. In the ad hoc committee, maybe a little bit of concern. Court didn't start on time. And then finally the cameras went on and wow. This is what happened.
Oh, it's been inside. I thought it's outside. It was really Baba. I call you Baba.
Yes, I heard. I heard.
Thank you. Okay. Fine. Okay, then we'll adjourn until tomorrow. Okay.
And there you have it. So this morning, the court, aka Judge Rata, was of a much friendlier disposition to Ubabu Absolom ZUNGU. Does Judge Rata watch the Vandavas online? Yes. Because you already know, okay, mainstream media did not have a single word to say about Absolom ZUNGU inside Parati within. Well, at least that's what you guys were telling me in the comment section, because I haven't been able to just find time to even check. No word, nothing, silence. In this case, silence is not golden. In fact, it is exposing. Because why wouldn't the mainstream media let members of the public, those who don't watch YouTube, right? Those who watch only on the TV stations or on the radio channels, why wouldn't they let them know that Absolom ZUNGU is inside Parati within the court? Because you know that's a greater audience that watches off of YouTube. Anyway, I'll let you guys figure out what that reason is. But that was Judge Rata and Absolom ZUNGU in a much friendlier disposition. Judge Rata lets him know, you can hear it's the law. I told you yesterday about the law. I gotta follow the law. And this time he's not dressed correctly. This is not how he should appear in court. So we've got to end today's session. Unfortunately, Absolom ZUNGU does not get his day in court today. But let's go into the part B of this video where we find out what exactly happened at Kgosi Mampuru. And I want you to pay attention to the word Ubuntu and Baloy. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
Problems.
They?
We have serious problems.
Serious?
Yes. I've just consulted because with my client, I'm standing in for Advocate MSHOLOLO. Is because of the late start today, we're supposed to start at 10. He was not here this morning.
Yeah, quite.
He has informed me that yesterday he made a request to make a call before he came to court. He spoke to Mr. Letta. I think Mr. Letta is one of the seniors at CIMEX. He was granted that permission, but the arrangement was that he was going to make a call to his legal representative, Advocate MSHOLOLO, in the afternoon yesterday. He says then when they arrive at CIMEX, he had to make that call. And one of the members refused him to make that call. And that member is present in court today. So this morning, when he was supposed to be transported to court, he refused to move out of his cells because the same member who had refused him a request yesterday was present amongst the members who were supposed to transport him to court. He says that he was then assaulted, kicked, strangled. He was pulled out of the cell. As you can see, my lord is wearing the prison clothing. He's not in his private clothing. He says he is not in a position to proceed with the case. He requests that he be taken to a private doctor for medical attention, as he is not in a position to proceed. He's been affected mentally and physically.
Who assaulted him, you say? Is he in court, that person?
3 members who assaulted.
They are not in court.
They are in court today. They are in court. 3 members are in court. 2 members are not in court today.
So there were 5?
There were 5 in total.
Yeah, Mr. Baloy. What say you?
Yeah, well, Malat, we haven't really had the side of the Kgosi Mampuru Correctional Center. It's just merely what has just been put on record, my lord. But as far as the proceedings are concerned, my lord, whilst the situation of case number 5 is being looked into, there's a provision that can be utilized in the section 1592. If of course, if his legal representative so requests that whilst he's receiving medical attention and other processes that he might want to embark upon, that the proceedings can continue in his absence for today, but only if his legal representative makes that request in terms of section 1592. But yeah, that's for my colleague to consider that, my lord.
So can I adjourn you and Mr. Is it? Do you want to have a discussion with your colleague?
I can have a discussion. I think the provision of section 159 subsection 2 deals with the separation of trials, if I'm not.
Doesn't.
We'll have to look into that.
Read 1592.
Separation of trials that my colleague is referring to is 1593.
Yeah.
1592 says.
This old man knows the law.
I also know.
Yeah, you know a bit of it, no problem.
It says,
just read
1592 says, if 2 or more accused appear jointly at criminal proceedings, and A, the court is at any time after the commencement of the proceeding satisfied upon application made to it by any accused in person or by his representative, Roman figure 1, that the physical condition of that accused is such that he is unable to attend the proceedings, or that it is undesirable that he should attend the proceedings, or Roman figure 2, that circumstances relating to the illness or death of a member of the family of that accused makes his absence from the proceedings necessary, or subsection B, any of the accused is absent from the proceedings, whether under the provisions of subsection 1 or without leave of the court. The court, if it is of the opinion that the proceedings cannot be postponed without undue prejudice, embarrassment or inconvenience to the prosecution or any co-accused or any witness in attendance or subpoena to attend, may, paragraph AA, in the case of paragraph A, authorize the absence of their accused consent from the proceedings for a period determined by the court and on the conditions which the court deem fit to impose. Subparagraph BB, direct that the proceedings be proceeded with in the absence of the accused consent. That is a provision we are referring to, Madam.
Over there by the ad hoc committee, Nkabinde, chief of staff, is revealing to the nation that Umkwanazi and him went on boys' trips, several boys' trips, but he cannot tell us the details of those boys' trips. He leaves that to our imagination. Jiggy, moments later, he's kicked out of Parliament. He thought that he ate with the boys' trip information and that people would turn on Umkwanazi, but he learned the hard way. In the same moment, we find out accused number 5, Fisoguhle Ntuli, inside Pagati within the courtroom, dressed in prison wear, looking as mean and as angry. And then Advocate Ngumalo, yes, Advocate Ngumalo, because Advocate MSHOLOLO is not in court in a moment where her client needs her the most. We discover that over there at Khosimampuru, they did their usual things, okay? They did the things to him after he asked for the bare minimum. He needed to speak to MSHOLOLO. Is MSHOLOLO to blame for this? No. But he needed to talk to her. But she wasn't in court. Why didn't he talk to Ngumalo? He wants to talk to MSHOLOLO. So Khosimampuru was like, no, not at all. Then I would have expected the judge to say, why do you guys keep on referring to Khosimampuru? Because I listen in court and I know I made a ruling that he be moved. Why are you talking about Khosimampuru? Of course, that didn't happen. Nobody brought it up. I think it's a deficiency on MSHOLOLO not being there. Had she been there, let me tell you, it was going down in that courtroom. But she wasn't there. Now, Baloyi says, wait, I need to read you some laws because we've got to keep the bus moving. Okay, whatever happened over there at Khosimampuru, not my monkey, not my circus. In this courtroom, we need to continue. He reads from the book. Ngumalo says, don't play with me. Court adjourns, and then they come back, and this happens.
Thank you, my lord. I've read the provisions of section 159 subsection.
Hello?
I've read the provisions of section 159.
Yeah, fine, okay.
Subsection 2.
Okay.
And Roman figure 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So the defenses to make an application, my lord, in terms of those provisions,
fine. Make it.
of which I have not made an application.
Hello?
I have not made an application.
Yeah.
So the circumstances in this case are different from those mentioned in the provision because it is the defense on the accused person that has to make an application that...
Also, Mr. Baloyi will do that.
No, there is no application.
I say the state must do it. Are you saying that? The state must make the application.
If the state wants to make an application, it can make an application.
Okay, fine, I
But
hear you.
For the defense, there is no
But
application.
the defense doesn't want to make an application.
No, we don't want to make an application, my lord.
What do you want to do?
We want to request for a postponement. I was about to explain the provisions, my lord. The provisions are saying that the accused must be absent due to illness or circumstances which prevent him from appearing in court. The circumstances in this case, the accused is before court. Only what he requests is that he be taken to a doctor for medical attention. He says he can be available or be available for the proceedings tomorrow to proceed.
Okay, fine. Any other thing? No. Any other thing?
There is no other thing.
Okay, yes, Mr. Baloi.
As the court, please, my lord, as we indicated, the section empowers the defense to make that application if...
he says he doesn't want to make it.
Yes, if they are not going to make it, my lord, then, yeah, there's nothing else that we can do. They are suggesting that we stand down until tomorrow. Yeah, we, let's say we are basically in their hands as far as that section is concerned. They must invoke that section.
Yeah, but there's another problem. This gentleman is in prison clothes. Hello?
Yes, yes.
What do you think?
Well, it's not allowed, my lord.
Yeah, that's the point.
It's not allowed.
There's a colleague of mine who wrote a judgment that an accused person, even if he's a conscripted or serving person, he has a right to appear in civilian clothes.
Yes.
He may not appear in conscripted clothing like our learned colleague here is, because they say there could be a perception that about the demeanor of his dressing that would influence the court when it arrives to make a decision. You know that judgment?
Yes, yes, we are aware.
So it's for that reason, of that judgment, that I'm postponing this matter, not the other reasons. The court has got the right, I'll read you the section. The court has got the right, if these proceedings are being disturbed by an exigency which the court can reason whether it is lawful or unlawful, or that it impacts on the business of the court. You see, Mr. Mnisi called a witness from KwaZulu-Natal. This court had made an order that if such a witness comes, the Legal Aid Board must pay for the boarding and lodging and transportation of that witness. You remember?
I remember that.
Now, when you postpone a matter on these frivolous reasons, it impacts also on the business of this court, and it also impacts on the availability of Mr. Zungu Senior. So it's not just a coin. You spin a coin. Are you with me?
I'm with you, man.
Yeah, there are other.
We
Where's
just...
the witness so that I can tell him that it's not me, because yesterday I heard him say, Oyala.
My lord, there's another issue.
Yeah.
Because I just discussed on the sidelines with my colleague, Advocate Baloi,
Yeah.
that from now when the matter is postponed, it's going to be taken to prison where he's kept. From there, it's going to be transported to the doctor for medical attention. So I'll request that the court makes an order that he be taken to the doctor for medical attention today.
No, you can go to hospital.
Yes.
Yeah, I can make an order. You must go to hospital.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Well, there you have it. Baloi still wanted to continue. But Advocate Ngumelo says, we are not doing any application. I don't know why he's talking about applications. The defense is not doing any application. And at the same time, my lord, we need a ruling from you. Okay, you got to work today. You still have some work to do. We need a ruling. Accused number 5 has got to go to the hospital today o'clock. Okay, he wants to be checked on today, because you already know, until he is a very smart man. He needs it on record what they did to him. He needs the doctor to find the things that they did to him and the proof. And then he's going to strike while the iron is hot. Meanwhile, in my opinion, my lord disappointed and failed the system because he didn't remember his own ruling that he's not even supposed to be at Khosimamperu. And who are the 3 officers? And what's going to happen? There's more to this, because who's to say tonight they're not going to touch him. But I'm going to end this video right here. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Remember to like, to comment, to subscribe. Does accused number 5 deserve this because he's serving 6 life sentences to come to court, be dragged in prison wear, which is not allowed? But you see, we live in the cartel land, okay? This is not even South Africa anymore. We need a new name for the country. The prison guards are so brave that they can bring him, knowing full well he isn't supposed to be dressed in prison wear, and dump him into the court. Because I think it was Mr. Khoza. Mr. Khoza promised the court there would never, ever be any more delays because of the accused and things happening at Khosimamperu. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you in the next one. Remember to like, to comment, to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.